Hey mamas, it's Dana again, and today we're going to talk about flirting with your spouse and why it's so important that you don't forget to do it, especially once you have kids in the house. And I'm not talking about flirting to be cute, right? I'm not like, oh, flirting is so much fun. Let me flirt with my husband every day because I have so much free time and nothing else on my mind, and the kids aren't driving me crazy being out of school for the summer. No. I am talking about flirting as a practical way to intentionally nurture the love between you. I'm talking about flirting as a way to consciously connect in a life where we are constantly distracted by our phones. And I'm talking about flirting as a way for moms and dads to intentionally create more sensual inputs in their relationship in order to generate more sensual output. Because let's face it, being married can feel monotonous, and it's easy to lose that flirtatious edge when you're surrounded by kids and mess, and when your daily conversations are about who's driving who to where and what to do about your kid's new pooping issue. The truth is that the kinds of conversations parents have can pretty much murder the flirtation that once existed between you. And whether you've been married for a few years or more than a decade, or if you have 1 or 2 or 5 kids, whatever the case is, it's super common for the spontaneity and excitement and those flirty butterflies you felt in the early days to be replaced by familiarity, friendship, comfort, and also worrying about your kids together. And all of that doesn't really act like the rocket fuel for attraction and the health of your sex life. And it can leave you and your partner feeling like your relationship is sort of stale and flat. But I want your relationship to feel super alive. And I think you want your relationship to feel super alive. And as moms who want a better experience of self-love and sex and relationships after kids, I think we all kind of want the same thing, right? To have more fun, flirtation, attraction, communication, sensual energy, and really satisfying sex with our partners for the next many, many, many decades. And we want that not only because it'll make us happy as adults, but also because happy parents make for happy kids. And that's why you gotta remember to start flirting again. But flirting doesn't have to be super erotic or serious. It's not about licking your lips or throwing down a pickup line at your spouse. Flirting can be as simple as just giving and receiving positive energy. It's as simple as doing something small to connect with your husband or partner every day and inviting them to do the same so that you two wind up creating a kind of reciprocal give and take of positive energy that helps you both feel more attractive and desired and loved and noticed, right? We all want to feel noticed. So today, I'm going to give you a few tips to easily bring back some of that buzzy, sexy, heart-connecting flirtation back into your day-to-day relationship. And like I said, my tips aren't how to bat your lashes or bite your lip. Instead, they're about finding ways to flirt today within the context of your daily life and pre-existing routine. So first, I want you to make an effort to flirt in the evening. Now, this is when a lot of couples tend to separate and go into different directions, right? The kids go to sleep, your partner goes to watch his show, and you dive into bed to read your book, or maybe head into the kitchen to prep tomorrow's lunches. And if that pattern sounds at all familiar to you, that's fine. It's totally fine. We all need our space, but it's also possible to take a few moments before you separate to flirt just a little bit. Put your book on hold and go cuddle up with him to watch his show for 10 or 15 minutes. Climb on top of him, give him a playful little wrestle and a snuggle and a kiss, and then settle in next to him to watch for a bit. Or if he's working on a project in the garage, go in there and hand him the tools. Or if he's playing guitar, sit down in front of him and really listen. Now, you may not think of these examples as any major kind of flirtation, but what you're communicating to your partner here is, hey, I'm interested in what you're interested in, and I want to be close to you. And this is huge. It's a subtle flirtation, but it has major impact because A, it's a break in the nightly routine, which feels fresh and exciting. And B, who doesn't want their spouse to be interested in what they're interested in? It feels good because it shows that you care. Now, if you're sitting there thinking, but why is it me that has to show him I'm interested? Why is it me who has to make all this effort to flirt? Well, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that it's all on you. I'm simply encouraging you to be a leader in your relationship and be the change that you wish to see. I also want you to know that you're empowered to just communicate your needs on this and just say to your partner, hey babes, I'm really enjoying flirting with you. Will you flirt with me more? Let's make this a new thing in our relationship. Yeah, that's all you have to say, and it's not all on you. Okay? Cool. And just one more thing on that subject. A lot of husbands have told me that they've stopped flirting with their wives because their flirtations have not been returned for a while, and they felt rejected, and so they stopped trying. But if you can become more open and show that you have a more open energy to receive his flirtation and affection, then of course he's gonna bring it right back to you. Okay? Let's move on. Another really simple way to flirt is to show up and watch your spouse do what they do best. Now, I've talked about this before because it's a really amazing thing to do in your relationship. For example, if your spouse is really good at tennis, surprise him and turn up to a match or a lesson. You can be silly and wink at him or cheer for him or say something outwardly ridiculous and flirtatious like, I love the way you handle those balls. I think flirting can and should be a little bit silly like that. Okay, a couple of other super simple ways to flirt are to just put down your phone and actually pay attention to each other, to compliment each other in private and in public in front of your friends, and be really specific and genuine and generous with your compliments, right? Make the way you talk to your spouse noticeably different from the way you talk with your colleagues at work or your friends or your kids. Base your compliments on your intimate knowledge of your partner, and be sure to make solid eye contact when you're delivering them too. You can give each other a huge hug and a 6-second kiss when you see each other after work. You can give that same 6-second kiss in the morning before jumping out of bed to hustle and get the kids ready for school. You can be super touchy-feely when you're out to dinner. You can leave each other little love notes on a dry erase board on the fridge. Yeah, there's a million ways to flirt and a million reasons why, right? It's not only good for your relationship as adults who've chosen to spend their lives together. It's good because your kids are paying attention and taking mental notes on what a healthy, happy, connected relationship looks and feels like. So when you and your spouse flirt actively, consciously, day after day, it gives your kids a sense of security that you're committed to loving each other, and your love makes them feel loved. It shows them what's right and wrong in a marriage. It debunks the myth that parenthood is where romance goes to die. And consistent PDA promotes healthy sensuality and sexuality between people who love each other. Bottom line is, when you actively flirt, you're both putting love and affection onto each other and into your home. And those are some seriously feel-good vibes. So there you have it. Those are my simple tips on flirting after kids. I hope you're going to try some of these ideas out and make the effort to move towards each other on a daily basis in an effort to say, hey, I love you, I'm interested in you and in us, and I want to continue building our sexy love story. Awesome. Thank you so much, as always, for watching. And of course, I want to know what you think. So please leave a comment below and tell me what flirting has been like lately in your relationship, how you felt after trying out some of these tips, or the ways in which you like to flirt in your marriage. And be sure to check out my website, danabmyers.com, and sign up for more tools and resources to become the happiest, sexiest, and most satisfied mom in every way. I'll see you soon.